Are you tired, burned out, stressed, behind, reaching for another cup of coffee just to get through the day? In this video, we're going to show you how to start to slow down and pursue a simple lifestyle that will allow you to transform your life. All right, so we're going to cover 4 points today that I know are pivotal to actually slowing down and getting you out of this rat race that we call life. This stressful, gotta do this, and all the expectations, you don't have enough time in the day and all of that stuff. So there are 4 points that we're gonna emphasize to you today. And the first point is silence and solitude. Silence and solitude. And what that means is really getting off to yourself, carving out some time. I don't care if it's just 5 minutes a day, but carve out some time to be in silence and solitude. And from our perspective, it is getting in the Word. Maybe you read a Bible verse and you just reflect on that. Just take a deep breath, get into the most comfortable part of your home. Maybe you have to get up earlier before anybody else gets up, get a candle going, whatever it is that makes you comfortable, and spend some time in silence and solitude. Spend some time reflecting on whatever fills your heart, on gratitude, that sort of thing. That is step 1, is spending some time in silence and solitude. Step 2 is the Sabbath. And, if you're like me, you didn't know anything about the Sabbath. I've been studying that here, and I'm actually doing that. So the Sabbath, without getting into too much detail, it was originally laid out by God as a way. It was one of the few blessings that God gave us, was the Sabbath. And that we take a 24-hour period from sundown on Friday to sundown on Saturday to just be grateful and honor God and to celebrate life and to make love and to, reflect and read and shut off technology and do all those things. It's a way to revitalize yourself. In the Bible, 6 days of work and 7 days rest. The Sabbath is meant to be a rest, but not just a rest from work, but a rejuvenation, a way to recharge by connecting with your family, with those closest to you in meaningful ways, right? So get all the chores done and out of the way. No work, no shopping, anything that goes on during this 24-hour period. Open a bottle of wine on Friday night and toast and just be grateful and just reflect on 24 hours. So that's point number 2. And point number 3 is something that we call simplicity. And a lot of this comes from a book that we're reading as a leadership team, but it's so good. Part of our community is amazing, but it's simplicity. So simplify your life. And I know that can mean so many different things to different people, but whatever it would take for you to simplify your life. If you're like me, you don't have to get all the stuff anymore. When I moved to Carolina, I simplified my life. I only brought things into this space that I really needed. All the other stuff I got rid of. And it's very utilitarian. Everything that I brought in were things that help to bring me peace or joy or make me more effective at serving the kingdom. So simplify your life. Declutter, that could include decluttering. That could be simplifying. If you're always looking for things when you need them, then maybe you can declutter and put everything in its place, and that will actually simplify your life, because then you know exactly where everything is, and it just will bring a peace about you. And the 4th point is to slow down. Just to slow down. The best example I give there is, are you one of these people that you're at the grocery store and you try to choose which line's going to go fastest? Or, you're driving and you come up to a toll booth or whatever it may be, a line at a stoplight, and which one's going to go faster? It's a good clue that you probably could benefit from slowing down. So incorporating these 4 things, it's a process and it doesn't happen overnight. And we're going to invite you into, we've got a Pinterest page that we're starting up. We're launching a Pinterest page, and it's going to really focus on these 4 things. So jump in and find our Pinterest page. I'll put the link here in the video so you can find that. But those are the 4 things. And my own personal testimony is, once I became aware of these 4 things, and it's basically, in a nutshell, it's let's stop hurrying around. We got to slow everything down in life, because we are just racing through it and we're missing all the good stuff. In my life, I was missing so much of the good stuff. I was working 80 hours a week. I was making lots of money, but I was a zombie. Those were my zombie days. So I was missing so many things. I was missing my son and him growing up. I was missing my relationship at the time with my wife. I wasn't invested in that, and I thought I was doing the right thing. I thought I was, providing the way I had been taught. That's what you do as a man. You go off and you work hard and you provide for the family. But just think all the stuff that I missed out on because I was singularly focused on that and hurrying around and just to-do lists and just feeling that stress. It was not good at all. So those are all the tips that I want to give you. That was my personal testimony as to why it's so important to take these 4 things into consideration. And if you like what you saw today, then hit that subscribe button so you can see more videos like this. And remember, we release something every Wednesday on this journey from isolation to community, where the next step beyond is freedom.